Hello traders, this is DC Trader for another market update, and this is January 14, 2021, and it's another exciting day for the futures market. I can't believe this, guys. The futures market again, it's almost to another all-time highs. And it is really impressive, guys, because our markets are not going strong, but the US market is going stronger. Amazing. And anyway, look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Now, yesterday, remember yesterday when I placed this area, it's either this or I think I remember this or something. Now the issue is that it broke down, but buyers again who bought this area bought this particular area. Take a look at that. See the ending number here is 377,650, and what's the ending number here is 377,650. And all buyers, you see all buyers pushing it up and pushing it up here, and we are now nearing this particular area. So I don't know, maybe tomorrow or maybe tonight we can reach another all-time highs. US market, you're doing a great job. Now let's take a look at our markets, guys. Let's see what our market's doing today. Okay, now it's our turn and let's take a look. Our markets are doing okay. All right. But of course, it's not exactly the same as the US market. But of course, it's doing much better. So we are right now still in between this and this. And then we already have this bringing down here. So this particular area is so important, the 6930. If we go back down there in this single move, then something has altered. But basing on this, we are 60% to the upside. All right. Now take a look at this, guys. All right. Yes, we understand we have a very big, strong bull micro. Yes, we did have a bear micro, and then we had a continuation here. And why did it stop at exactly 50% of the move? This is what I told you guys. Sometimes buyers are going to buy here, here, and here. And if this goes down here, let's take a look at what happens, right? So right now, if this goes on course tomorrow, guys, without changing, you know it's eyeing for this level, right? So what's our one for the other for tomorrow? Let's take a look at this. Now, basically, right now, yes, we could put it like that, right? It's one or the other, but basing on this, guys, these are which area are we gonna take more closely on a watch? We are here. We are here. So right now, these are the levels that we are gonna watch. If this does not alter its course, it's over here. If this change tomorrow, then it's going back down here. That's it. Really. All right. So the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is AC Energy. And of course, AC Energy, guys, in today is not so okay. Yes, it did bring down more. Like, take a look at this, guys. You remember on our discussion? Here or here? The issue is that it bring down here. Now the thing is that yes, so there is a very strong continuation on this bear micro. Now we are creating a bull micro. So which level are we stuck right now? Okay, let's adjust this to here and here. Now if we minimize this, guys, really the start of this drive up until January 5th was actually on the 17th of December. one big move. And we did not touch that back. That was around 550. And we just near there, and then we found buyers again. All right, so we are stuck in between here and here. Now, if this does not change, it's gonna hit here. If this will change, it's gonna hit here. That's it. And if it hits here, let's take a look at what happens here. All right, that's it really, guys. That's AC Energy in a nutshell. And what's the next stock we're gonna be discussing is Ali. Now, take a look at Ali there. Another drop down, but it did not reach 39. Well, that is a little bit okay. But if you take a look at that, guys, on a bigger picture, which area are we stuck with Ali? There you go. Now, although we are reducing it to this area here, now we're still stuck in these two areas actually, right? But we are stuck in here and here in the main move, right? Now, although yesterday we did start a bear micro, we had a continuation, and it's trying to go back up. Now, let's take a look at it. If we take a look at it on a bigger picture, guys, yes, this is a bear micro, this is a bull micro, but we're stuck in between here. If this does not change, go up here. If this will change, go down here. That's it, right? And sometimes what the other traders will do, they would try to do the trend line thing, right? So you know there's a resistance there, there's a resistance there. But for me, guys, I want to make it more simpler rather than having too many lines on the chart. But in reality, here or here, in between, if this does not change, that's it, really. Okay, so the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is BDO. And look at BDO, guys. It is doing great. That's what I told you guys. It's either this or this, no in-betweens, and now it's breaking up. And you know 113, yes, it's 113 now, but what is its real main goal, guys? There, 116. I would say 116, guys. Can it reach there? I don't know, but the way this is pushing it, I think it can. Hoping that the index will cooperate and it will push it up. Now let's take a look at on the smaller side here. Yes, we know yesterday we were here, either here or here, and it did drop down. But the thing is that it did not retest 108. And now what happens if it cannot retest 108? Where does it want to retest? 112.75. And it did it reach it? Oh yeah, it did reach it. So that's congratulations to BDO traders. Now, if these guys are gonna follow this bull micro, you know where's its next target, guys. 115. Why would I say, oh, let me see. Yes, it is. Yes. Now, first, we may need to touch 11528 first before we're gonna go up, but I think so. But its real main goal, guys, is to go above there. That's my feeling. So anyway, let's hope BDO has enough power to push up higher. All right. The next particular stock is Converge. And of course, Converge, if you take a look at it on the dailies there, Converge did not do anything today. It is what you call an inside day. It's between these and these. Not that, well, it's not the greatest here, but if we make this one bigger, guys, all right, mainly we, on the bigger side of the picture, we are stuck in between here and here. Now currently there is a support here. If this does not reach 115.71 anytime soon, it's gonna drop down to 15.50. And if 15.50 does not hold, it's gonna drop down to 14.74, right? But if this holds tomorrow, guys, with this movement here, then you know where is it going? 16 pesos, and that is good. All right, so basically that's it, guys. Basing on the micros, guys, why I like this style, actually I use these micro channels to do my trading on a shorter time frame, and one day I'll be showing you really as it moves, so you'll have a better view, because sometimes we could not watch the markets, right? Like, stick to watching the markets, but in the US market, guys, it's different. Because of the volume, there's not too many gaps, and if there's not too many gaps, it really does follow to, you know, like what happens to the next. Okay, but anyway, we'll discuss that later. I'll may add that to my to-do list. So Dito, on the other hand, guys, we are still having a inside day, just like Converge. So what happens to our telecom companies is just waiting for something. So we know we are in this move. We tried to go down. We could not retest this 10 pesos area. So we tried to go up. But when we reach this particular area, we're trying to go back down. Now, although we're trying to go up here, but we are in between here and here. Now, that's why I did not put anything. Is this a bull micro or a bear micro? But for me, the bear still is the main thing, because you know, if it does not reach 12.58, what happens? It's gonna break down to 11.50, and at 11.50 it's gonna break down to 10.84. So let's see what happens. So we're still stick the same for Dito, and the next particular stock we're gonna be discussing is FGEN. Now FGEN, guys, it is still, basically we are still on the good side, because we're still here and here. Although we tried to test this particular area here near, all right, this is very important area. Why? This is the starting point for the sellers, right? Now, my thinking is that, my analysis, right? There are times wherein they want to go back to this particular area. Why would they want to go back to that area? Because there's still sellers stuck there. And if they want to get out, they want to go back to this area so they don't lose a lot of money, right? And if you take a look at it, okay, it went up straight, then two to 3 days of pullback. And take a look at these levels. When we draw this Fibonacci, what happens to the 61%? There's some buyers. Remember on the other charts, 50%, we got some buyers on the PSE market. So these are the levels that, I'm not saying that you would put a buy order there. No, not really. But that is where you would anticipate what would buyers be there, right? But basically, you let my style is you let the chart tell you what it's gonna do, and you're just gonna follow it, something like that. I'm not so sure if that you get that analogy. So which means that you don't put your limit order here. You take a look at what's going to happen. You know it is already a bear micro. Now it's trying to do a bull micro. So what is it trying to do? It's trying to hit here. So here, then so you'll know where your risk management is, something like that. Yeah. All right. So the next particular stock I'm gonna discuss is HLCM, and of course HLCM, guys, just like all other stock, it dropped down and now it's trying to go back up. But on this scenario, yes, if you look at it, Oh, look at that, right? But in this scenario, it's different. There's just a one big drop. It's not a retest kind of drop. So tomorrow, there or there. So my guess is, okay, what if tomorrow suddenly this just go up straight, right? Then you know this one becomes this, where you remove this, something like that, right? But in this scenario, you know this, it has to retest 682 to become a bear micro. If it cannot retest 682, guys, and it retests 744 first, then there's some slight change. Because the thing is that, take a look at this, guys. It wasn't able to purely retest 745, right? So which means that this can be a still part of this big move here, right? We can't really say yet. But anyway, so in my case, it has to retest this particular area before this one becomes a pure bear micro. All right. If it does not change, then there's some slightly off on our charting. All right. So the next particular stock is JFC. And what did JFC do today? I would say, just like the other few stocks of ours, another inside day. And if you take a look at it, right? Yes, it did try this one. So tomorrow, I would say we don't have any one or the other tomorrow because it's hard to say because we are still in between this and this. Now, what I can tell you guys is that if it retests this particular area first without retesting 99, then you know this is a bear micro. But what if tomorrow it just suddenly goes above 199.50 and goes straight? Then you know their target is 202. That's basically it. So this is still part of this bull micro. All right, that's really it, guys. Then the next particular stock is MBT. And of course, MBT, guys, it is doing well, just like our rest of our financials. Now, take a look at these, guys. Remember these areas that I'm marking? This. Oh, excuse me again. Take a look at this closely. See? It did touch this area. It did break down a little bit. But the problem is it did not fall. So what happens is there is a change in bear to bull. So that's why there's 60% to the upside. Now the thing is that, yes, it did not reach here. So where's our one for the other tomorrow? There you go. So my guess is that, what if tomorrow this suddenly reaches 50 and above? Then it is a continuation of this particular micro. Now, what if tomorrow it just suddenly drops here? And it drops a little bit. I have to take a look at it. Is there a continuation to this bear micro? If there's no continuation and here it changes to a bull micro, then something has altered. Then there are buyers here. And where are the buyers' target? Usually above the previous micros. All right, that's it, guys. So I hope that you guys like. Now we're still on the good side, guys. Now in this particular scenario, if Jollibee reaches 202, then we are following this particular trend movement, right? I wish this was pure gold, guys. Pure gold. Now take a look at this. See, we are near this area. Now what's the difference between MBT and BDO? MBT did not retest 50 and did not stay above there, while BDO reach one. Actually, if you take, let's go back to BDO, guys. See, very different. See, and it is going up, right? So MBT is still iffy. Oops, iffy. That means that not just sure yet, right? Where is it going, right? But mostly it should be going up, right? Okay. The next particular stock is MM. Now take a look at MM. Although we are still on the good side, but if you take a look at the micros on the other hand here, remember we did mark this particular area here, but the thing is that yes, it did retest there. So yes, you can, arguably you can do it like this, right? But it still goes the same way though. Now, take a look at this. Yeah. It still end up on the same level, right? Now, the good thing here is that let's hope MM does not reach what area? Excuse me. This area. Now, I hope MM will stay above 750. And if it does stay above on 750, then you know it's eyeing for 813. And if it's eyeing for 813, and you know it's eyeing for 856. That's really it, guys. So we'll take a look at what happens to here, what happens to here, and what happens to here. All right. There you go. Currently, we're just stuck like that. Okay. The next particular stock we're going to be discussing is one of my favorite that is not doing good is PGOLD. Now for PGOLD, guys, if you really take a look at it on the bigger picture, PGOLD, what's going on, PGOLD? Take a look at that, guys. That is not a good chart. All red, and only a few green days. So in my expectation, what happened today, yes, we are stuck here. My thinking is that could be sellers here are just liquidating their assets, and maybe before it reaches this area, they're gonna go pushing it down again and below 38. That's my thinking. Now, what happens if I'm wrong? That means that it goes straight up, blue here, and stay above 40.84. Then that is good. That is something changed. But my guess is that this might just go up a bit and then pushing it down. That is not the greatest, but that's my feeling. That's what it's going to do. So the next particular stock is SECB. Now again, it is different from MBT. It is the same as BDO. Take a look at that, guys. That is good. At least for me, it's breaking the highs. And what happens if you're breaking the highs? Then you know you have a chance to go back up. Now, when you are breaking the highs, then for me, it's trying to go back to 150 or 149.51. Now, of course, currently it may be stuck in here. Let's take a look at what happens in this swing. 139.36. Let's hope that if it can push up and stay above there. Now, it could just go up there for a while, but change to a bear micro, then what happens is going to go back down to where? Here. Now, what happens if I'm wrong and then this just becomes a very strong bull micro, and go up in a way, and you know where's its target. Actually, that's like it. All right. So basically, that is SECB. And the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is tech. Now, for tech, guys, it is not so great, but it's still on the good side, right? But we are now pushing down. We have not changed our micro channel. We're still on the downside, right? And even if you put a trend line there, it makes sense, right? So tomorrow, is there gonna be some change? Not sure. I hope there would, but not sure. So if you take a look at it on the bigger picture, I would do this though. So if this does not change, then we might fall to 745. And if that does not hold, we're gonna fall to 714, hoping that we're gonna have some support on 670. Now, what if tomorrow this suddenly just drops down a bit and go back up, making it to a bull micro? Then you know its target is this area. And if it breaks this area, guys, and stay above here, then you know it is doing some changes. All right, so that's about it, guys, for this particular market review. Thank you very much for staying with me, and thank you for all the new subscriber as well as my subscriber who always watch and my viewers. And I hope that you find this video a very good educational anyway. But thank you very much and take care, and see you guys tomorrow for our weekend update. Thank you very much. Take care and God bless.